All right, let's talk about something that's probably on a lot of your minds, AI in HR. I mean, how do you actually bring artificial intelligence into human resources without, messing things up? We're talking about fairness, privacy, trust, the big stuff. It's a huge opportunity for sure, but the risks, they're just as big. So today, we're going to break down a practical guide for getting it right.
Just so you know where this is coming from, everything we're about to cover is based on Chapter 1 of a tutorial from Virtualization Options LLC. It lays out a really clear, actionable roadmap for anyone in HR leadership.
Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we'll dig into the core dilemma of AI in HR. Then we'll look at the good stuff, the promise, and some really valuable use cases. After that, we have to talk about the scary part, the peril, specifically 4 critical risks. But don't worry, we'll get practical with a checklist for vetting tools and a step-by-step plan for rolling it out. And we'll wrap up with what I think is the golden rule, keeping humans in the loop. All right, let's dive right in. Section 1, the dilemma. We're talking about navigating a really high-stakes implementation. So why is this so trippy? Well, on one hand, HR seems like the perfect place for AI to make things more efficient. But on the other, the stakes are just incredibly high. I mean, just think about it for a second. HR holds all the keys to the kingdom when it comes to our personal data, right? Your performance reviews, health info, salary, all of it. Now throw a complex web of regulations on top of that, plus the very real risk that an AI could accidentally bake in or even worsen hitting biases in hiring. It's a real tightrope walk between being innovative and being incredibly responsible. So after hearing all that, you might be thinking, why bother? Well, because the payoff can be absolutely massive. Let's flip the coin and talk about the promise, where AI can really, truly add value. And look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi stuff. These are things you can do right now. Think about it. Drafting job descriptions, creating personalized onboarding for every new hire, whipping up first drafts of policy docs, even developing training content. Or what about an AI that can handle all those routine employee questions? This is the kind of stuff that frees up your HR team from the mountain of admin work, so they can actually focus on the human side of things. That's the real game changer. This quote right here, it absolutely nails the philosophy you need to have. The best way to think about AI in HR is as a co-pilot, not the actual pilot flying the plane. Its job is to augment human judgment, to make your people smarter and faster. It's not there to replace them. Because at the end of the day, knowing a real person is making the final call, that's what builds and keeps trust. Okay, but to get to that sweet spot, you've got to be smart about the dangers. So let's talk about the peril. We're going to focus on 4 really critical HR-specific risks that you absolutely have to understand and have a plan for. So here they are, the big 4. First, you've got algorithmic bias and discrimination. Then there's the huge one, employee data privacy. Number 3 is regulatory compliance violations. Nobody wants that headache. And finally, transparency and explainability, or what people often call the black box problem, where you just can't figure out why the AI did what it did. Let's start with bias. This is a big one. If your past hiring data has any kind of subtle underlying bias, and let's be honest, most does, an AI is going to learn it. And worse, it might even amplify it. Before you know it, your shiny new tool is systematically screening out perfectly good candidates. So how do you fight back? It's a 3-part defense. You have to conduct regular bias audits to check for unfair outcomes. You must have a human reviewing the AI's recommendations with the power to say no. And you've got to push your vendors to prove their training data is actually diverse and representative. Next up, data privacy. And honestly, the risk here is just massive. A data breach could expose everything. Salaries, health information, private disciplinary notes. It's a nightmare scenario. Your defense here is all about locking things down. That means super strict access controls. Only the people who absolutely need to see data can see it. It means using tools with strong, solid encryption, and it means being really stingy with the data you share with third-party vendors. Less is more. Okay, so we've laid out the risks. Pretty serious stuff. So the big question is, how do you pick the right tools to actually avoid these problems? That brings us to our next section, a practical checklist for vetting any AI solution that comes your way. Think of this checklist as your secret weapon when you're talking to vendors. You need to be ready to grill them on every single one of these points. 1. Bias and fairness. Ask them, show me the proof. How do you test for bias? 2. Data and privacy. Where is my data going? Who can see it? How is it protected? 3. Compliance. How does your tool comply with all the relevant labor laws in our region? 4. Explainability. This is crucial. Can you explain why your model recommended this? 5. Human oversight. How simple is it for my team to step in and override an AI suggestion? And number 6, a practical one, integration. How well does this play with the systems we already use? So let's say you've vetted a tool and you've chosen one. You're ready to go, right? Well, not so fast. You don't just flip a switch and turn it on for the whole company. The key to doing this right and safely is a careful phased rollout. And here's what that looks like. It's a simple 4-phase plan. In phase 1, you're just building the foundation. That means getting your policies in order and putting together a governance team. In phase 2, you start small with low-risk pilots. We're talking about things like drafting internal memos, not deciding who gets an interview. Then, in phase 3, you take what you learned and begin a controlled expansion into more sensitive areas. But, and this is key, with super strict human oversight. And finally, phase 4 is all about continuous improvement. You're never done. You have to keep auditing, learning, and tweaking your approach.
All right, this brings us to the very last point, but it is, without a doubt, the most important one. This is the golden rule. If you forget everything else we've talked about, please remember this.
Here it is. This is the non-negotiable, bright red line rule. Never, ever, ever, ever deploy an AI tool that makes a final employment decision without a human reviewing it. Let the AI suggest, let it analyze, let it draft things for you, but it cannot decide. When we're talking about hiring someone, promoting them, or heaven forbid letting them go, the final call and the accountability has to stay with a human being. Period. End of story. So as you go back to your teams and start building out your own AI strategy, this is the one question you need to keep asking over and over again. Is our strategy about augmenting our people's judgment, or is it about replacing it? Is this tool a powerful assistant that makes our team better, or is it an automated replacement that chips away at trust and accountability? Because how you answer that question, well, that's going to be the difference between success and failure.